Hi everyone, I just welcome you all in the discussion of the paper Indian Olympiad Qualifier in Junior Science. Yes, this time there was a change in the paper pattern and I am discussing here the chemistry section of this paper with the paper code 51. This paper was held on 17th January 2021. Okay, so there is the first question of the chemistry section, that is question number 7, and yes, here is the question. Have a look on it. Don't be surprised, this is the question which is simply based on few formulae. Let's have a look on it. The question says, in one process of waterproofing, a fabric is exposed to dimethyl silicon chloride vapors. The vapors react with the hydroxyl group of the surface of the fabric or with the traces of the water to form the waterproofing film. So what it is doing? Actually, we are using this dimethyl silicon chloride vapors and these are actually making the waterproofing film. Now, what is chemistry behind that? The chemistry is given with the help of this chemical reaction. Have a look on it. I'm just going to underline this so that it could be visualized. See, here you have dimethyl silicon chloride. It's reacting with OH minus ion and there is the formation of chloride ion, water, and further the substance that is dimethyl silicon oxide. What N is representing? It is representing a larger integer. Basically, we need to just balance this reaction and balancing is done in this way where N is considered as some integer, right? Now, the waterproofing film is deposited on the fabric layer upon layer. One layer, then second layer, the third layer. And as per this question, the thickness of the layer. The thickness of the layer is given in the question. Each layer is 6 angstrom thick, right? And how much dimethyl silicon chloride is needed to waterproof one side of the piece of fabric? Dimensions are given 1 meter by 2 meter. It means 1 meter into 2 meter, that is the area. And what is the thickness? 6 angstrom for one layer. Further, it has 300 layers, right? So one layer has the dimensions 6 angstrom into 1 meter into 2 meter, right? And further, there are 300 layers. The question is, you need to just find out the amount of dimethyl silicon chloride which is needed for this particular process, right? And layers which are coated over the surface are made up of this dimethyl silicon oxide. So what would be the steps to do that? And one more thing, we have the correct options given in the question. So these are the options which are given. First, we'll solve it and then we'll find out the correct answer. Now, I'm just going to solve this question on the next page where I've already written the chemical reaction taking place. Now, first of all, if I just want to talk about the volume of film that you are taking, 1 meter, instead of writing length, breadth and the thickness, I'm directly writing 1 meter into 2 meter and here is the thickness, 6 angstrom. Now, how many layers we need to coat? 300 layers. So directly I'm multiplying 300 here, right? So this is actually the volume occupied by the layers present there. Now, let's just change it into centimeter. So 100 centimeter it would be. For the 200 centimeter. Now, what about 6 angstrom? 6 angstrom is equal to 6 into 10 raised to the power minus 10 meter. But we need to write it in mentioning 6 into 10 raised to the power minus 8 centimeter. Done. And this everything is multiplied by 300 to get the total volume. And now it's your turn. Just solve this and you will find that this volume is equal to 0.36 centimeter cube. If you solve it, you will find it. Okay. Now, as per the question, what we need to find out? You need to just find out how much this dimethyl silicon chloride is needed to waterproof one side. Okay. And 300 layers are already there. Now we have the volume and as per this question the density is also given. if you just look at here, there is the density which is given. What it is? 1 gram per centimeter cube, right? With the help of this, we are just going to find out the mass. So very simple to say that density is equals to mass per unit volume. Simple formula. And if it is a simple formula, then definitely mass would be density into volume. And density is 1 gram per centimeter cube. Multiply it by the volume, that is 0.36. Yes, that is 0.36 gram. This is basically the mass of the layer, and the layer is made up of dimethyl silicon oxide. Done? Okay, now if you have the mass, now we have to just look at the simple stoichiometry, because we want to calculate the mass of this, not this. But with the help of the mass of that, we can just find out the mass of the reactant that has been taken here with the help of the simple stoichiometry. If you just look at this reaction, you can simply say there are, if you just look at here, that n number of moles of dimethyl silicon chloride are required for the formation of n number of moles of dimethyl silicon oxide. Can I say this? Definitely we can. Now let's have a look on the molar mass associated with these species. If you just find out, this is CH3 whole twice SiCl2. If you know the atomic masses of these species, you would be able to find it out, right? The mass that you will find out, the molar mass associated with it would be 129 gram per mole. Okay, so mass I'm just going to take, n number of molecules are there. So n I have multiplied. Similarly here also, if you just check the molar mass of this species, that would be 74 gram per mole. So the mass that I'm taking here is 74 gram, and n is also multiplied here. Right? This is for this and this is for this. N is same for both the cases. So can I just say simply that 74 gram CH3 whole twice SiO is prepared from 129 gram of CH3 whole twice SiCl2. Done? Simple stoichiometry I'm going to apply, unitary method even I'm going to take. So 74 gram of this is produced from 129 gram of dimethyl silicon chloride. Now how much amount we need to prepare? 0.36 gram only. So 0.36 gram of dimethyl silicon oxide would be produced by 129 divided by 74 into 0.36, right? Just solve this for your answer, and definitely the answer that comes out to be 0.63 gram. This is the amount that you are just going to take here, right? So this is your final answer, and definitely I have to just look at the previous board to opt the correct option. So if you just look at here, you will find that correct answer is given here in option A. So the answer for this question is option A. I hope clear it is. Okay, now the turn is for the next question. Let's move towards that. Now students, it's a turn for the next question. That's question number 8. Given that at a certain temperature in 1.5 liter vessel, 5 mole of A, 7 mole of B and 0.1 mole of C are present, then the value of equilibrium constant for the reaction you need to find out, and the reaction is given here. A plus B is giving you 2C, and there is the evolution of heat also. What you need to find? Right, it's clearly given in the question that equilibrium constant you need to find out, and in this process this value can be about. You have to choose the correct answer from the given options. Let's solve this. I'm talking about the reaction equilibrium which is maintained between reactant and the product of the given reaction, which is A plus B giving you 2C, right? Now what would be the equilibrium constant in this case? Kc, the equilibrium constant, it is represented by Kc. That would be equal to the molar concentration of C raised to the power 2 divided by the concentration of A and the concentration of B. As you know, this concentration, suppose I am talking about C, this could be calculated by the moles of C upon the volume of the reaction mixture that we need to consider here. And as per the question, if you just look at, if we talk about C, there are 0.1 mole of C present, right? So N by V for C would be 0.1 by, what's the volume? As the reaction mixture has the total volume, because reaction mixture would have the volume that is equal to the volume of vessel, and that is 1.5 liter. So this would be the value of the active mass of C, right? Now similarly, we can just find out this thing for B and A also. So for the B, it would be the moles of B. If you just look at the question once again, you will find that 5 mole of A and 7 mole of B are there, right? So on the basis of that, the moles of B is 7, divide it by 1.5. Similarly, if we talk about the active mass of A, that is equal to number of moles of A were 5, the total volume is 1.5. Got it? This you have. Now let's place these values here in this expression 1, right? So Kc we would be getting here. Kc is equal to C square. So C value is 0.1 by 1.5 square, and it would be divided by 5 by 1.5 and 7 by 1.5. Right? Now, in this case, this 1.5 here is in the denominator and it will go in the numerator. So finally, the value that we are going to get here is 0.1 raised to the power 2 divided by 7 5s are 35. Right? So this is 0.01 by 35, and this value is approximately equal to 2.86 into 10 raised to the power minus 4. This is the value of Kc. Now we need to just look at the given options. If you look at here, 2.31 into 10 raised to the power minus 4 is given. So the correct answer that we calculated here is 2.86 into 10 raised to the power minus 4, and this is closer to the option B. So if you have chosen this B option, you can get marks. Now the turn is there to move towards the next question.